Hello everyone, Style and Steve from the Whostorian Podcast, back once again with another Doctor Who toy figure review. Today, the Underground Toys 10th Doctor. I've had this one sitting around for a little while. You can see the package is a little dirty. This is the highly detailed action figure of the 10th Doctor in a brown suit, in his brown suit that he got in the series. Warning, choking hazard, small parts, not for children under 3 years. Of course, if we look at the back of the packaging, we have a wonderful picture of David Tennant, and we have some text about the 10th Doctor. You can pause here and read at your leisure. And we have 7th, 8th, 9th, and of course this is the 10th Doctor from Underground Toys. And I'm going to go ahead and get him out of his plastic prison, and we're going to have a look and see how cool he really actually totally is. Alright, so here we have the 10th Doctor as played by David Tennant. And it's a really nice sculpt, a really nice look for the Doctor. Really does look like David Tennant. They've captured him pretty well there. And it is, of course, the brown pinstripe suit that he came up with. And still wearing his trainers. Now, before I get into a little bit of articulation with him, he also does come with his sonic screwdriver. It's a tiny, tiny, tiny representation of the sonic screwdriver. It's not really detailed. I mean, it's got a blue tip on it, and the silver paint, gray paint, and the black nub at the other end. And he is designed, his hand is molded, so that he can hold his sonic screwdriver. This particular hand is molded for it, I would hope. There it is. So that fits in his hand nicely, and he has his sonic screwdriver now. And the suit is just really nicely done, really nicely detailed. You can see the pinstripes on there proper. Nice little belt in the back. And the coat is actually a pliable plastic, so it shouldn't hinder articulation too badly. And we go down even to the detail on the sneakers. Two tones there. You can see the laces. And of course the BBC trademark licensing, because that has to be there. Worldwide limited, licensed by the BBC. And let's see here now. His head is really, really tight, but it is on a swivel there, so it can turn back and forth. That's about as far as it's going to go. Focus up, camera. And the arms, so the articulation's really tight here. The arms do go all the way around. There is no bicep swivel with this figure. His elbows do go 90 degrees, just about-ish, on both sides. So that's good. Like I said, the coat shouldn't hinder articulation too badly, but his legs do go forward that much. You can get them into a seated position. They don't really go back much further than that. The knees do almost 90 degrees, and there's nothing in the ankles here at all. But he is a really nicely done figure, highly detailed figure of the 10th Doctor, David Tennant, as he appeared in the show. This is a really well done figure. I'm just going to stand him up and reposition the camera a little bit so we have him in shot. Now, he is in the standard 6-inch figure scale, so he would scale well with other 6-inch figures. Again, I'll bring in Dr. Constantine, who he never met, or he did meet, just the 9th Doctor is the one that met him. You can see they even account for the little height difference between the two actors, what it would be. But this is the 6-inch scale. It does work really well. And if I bring in, of course, my trusty standby, the 7th Doctor, you can see they do scale pretty well. Sylvester McCoy is shorter than David Tennant in real life, so that, I would say, is pretty accurate there. And if I bring in the 3 3/4 11th Doctor, you can see the scale gets a little ridiculous for the two of them to interact, but I just made my own 50th Day of the Doctor episode. Only Matt's a little smaller than I thought he would be. I'm going to have to get a hold of an 11th Doctor 6-inch figure to scale to get that in. And here is David Tennant standing, of course, beside himself with a Titans vinyl figure. You can see the height difference there, but again, that's 2 inches versus 6 inches, so that's going to be a big difference. And does the 6-inch scale work very well with... Not very well with my Genesis Dalek, as you can see. I'll move the camera back a little bit. Genesis Dalek just a little bit too big for the 10th Doctor in this case. Just a little bit bigger than it needs to be. So I'll lay that back off to the side and readjust. But this is the Underground Toys 10th Doctor highly detailed figure of David Tennant as he appeared as the 10th Doctor. It's a really nice figure. It's really well done. It is really well detailed. The hair looks really good. The tie underneath the coat is there. I'm just starting to blather now because I blather a little bit. But I'll bring in the 7th Doctor again to stand with him just so they can have a little confab as the video ends. Of course, I am Stylen Steve, host of the Whostorian Podcast, co-host of the Whostorian Podcast. Sorry, Shannon, when you hear this, you will correct me on it, but that's cool. The website is thewhostorian.ca. If you like the reviews that you're seeing here on YouTube, this is the part where I shell out the information. Go ahead and click that subscribe button down there if you want to be notified when new videos are going up. Allegedly, the notification bell does work. These videos have been pretty regular the past few weeks, and I hope to continue that. And if you like what you see, check out the Whostorian Podcast. We're talking Doctor Who all the time. And until next time, I'll see you around the vortex.